All right, y'all. My stream y'all trial went up. You know, and for people to join on. So, yo. So, y'all. The chat will be here, so we'll be doing this for a little minute. The stream. You know what I'm saying? Hello. I'm just doing this for a little bit before I fall asleep, type shit. We've been making content for you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, making so much. Hello?
Yo,
It was good.
yo, what's good?
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm just doing this for a little bit before I like fall asleep and shit. Yeah, we've been making so much live videos. I'm gonna hold
What
back
was
for a
the
little.
discussion before I came on? Like, was you like having was there a topic before I joined?
Now I was just talking about me like doing this live stream. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about that. Yeah, I'm gonna just hold back on this live stream because we've been posting too much for these niggas, and nobody's sharing nothing. Be 10 people in and nobody shares or nothing. The people will give their little 2 cents in and they'll just go ghost. Just weird.
Swear.
I don't understand. But
So
they
I'm
think
holding back from posting on my main channel. Like I just been posting on my second channel. Like you niggas they go niggas they go keep finessing me out of good content.
exactly. I thought we all going through it. If we all going through it, support it. And then if you support too, I could help too, and I could double back. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't even
Because
care if you stand on my ego. Like I don't care, but it's like these niggas ain't posting the type of shit we're posting. I see what these other niggas post. It's like
they'll say what we say in the community post, but they won't say it on the video. That means you're scared to say or talk about it. Because I'll read these people's community posts. They say what we saying in the community, but they're not saying it in the video. I don't know if they're afraid to say it. Like, what's the worst that could happen to you? I mean, don't like curse a lot. And that's the problem. These people like talk crazy, you know.
but like I said, it's, at the same time, I'm kind of glad because in order to be in good with most of these people, you got to be a part of a community or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I can just avoid those type of people in the first place. So I'm glad. I'm kind of glad I don't have like a lot of traction on my channel with like all of these random people.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if like there's any people on my channel because I be seeing other people like community posts. It'll be similar to as stuff I would say, but it's like, why do they make a video about it? I don't know if they watch like my videos or whatever, because the stuff will be as similar as what I would talk about, wide open in the live stream. Pause, you know. So I don't know if they're like watching us or whatever, because it's like weird.
What you seen somebody post something that you said, like it
No,
related to something you said.
yeah, like I'll watch, like I'll be on people's community posts, 'cause it'll just pop up. It'll be like something similar as I would say, like in my videos or the live streams. But I'm like, why don't you make a video about it?
So it just seems more faker by the day.
Exactly.
This is why I said like it's hard for me to be compatible with people for the simple fact that I'm just too direct.
Mm-hmm.
So like even with these women, like I'm too direct to even deal with most of these women, bro. I'm not. They're used to the. You can just tell by how I just talk, bro. Like I'm straight to the point. Like I'm direct. Like it's hard for me to
Mm-hmm.
just sugarcoat myself or like I'm gonna tell you straight.
I used to have that timid. I used to have that timid factor and play around with people and like wait on it with people until people had to force it out of me. Until I had to like what, these people playing with my time, bro. So I just be direct. You know what I'm
It's just the
saying?
way that I deliver my words. I don't know what it is, bro, but it's just like I'm just direct. Like it's hard for me to just sugarcoat shit.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. I'm just like, and like I said, it rubs people the wrong way, especially these women because it's like they're not used to niggas like that. So it kind of rubs them the wrong way, like when you're direct.
Exactly. Our words
They
are
think
like,
that you're coming off as like you're disrespectful or something, but it's like this is just who I am. Like, I can't beat around the bush like these other people.
I don't know how these other dudes do it. Like they gotta be homo or they gotta be mentally crazy because I can't play
And it's like
around.
I can instantly see through the shit that they do. Like that girl who came on your stream, bro. Like I can instantly know what they're on.
Like if that girl's on a stream and she's watching us right now, like we're not even talking about you. We talk about everything. So I don't want them to say that we're doing this or that or gossiping because it's not.
I
But
ain't even
it's
bring up nobody's name or like nothing. I just said a girl. Like, shit, it could
yeah,
be anybody. I'm just speaking in general.
exactly. Like we don't even quote their name, so people think
I'm
they're
just saying
talking.
when a girl joins your live stream, it's like I can just tell with their own instantly. Like how they play them little man games, like trying to get validation. Like I could just instantly notice it. So it's like it's hard for me to play games with them because I'm just too direct.
Mm-hmm. I had many girls and weird people join my live stream. They'll say the most bull. They'll say the most like stuff that don't even relate to the topic, or my cousin this or that, or you're funny, or some stuff that don't even like the surface level like crap. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like some stuff a child will say to you when they're scared to like tell you what they
They
want to
must
like.
really think you're like these other niggas or something. Like, that's how they trying to play it. Like you really think I'm one of these other niggas who's gonna sit here and validate you? Like get out of here.
Like I'm not even on that with them. I'm not even trying to do nothing with them, but they just be like trying to like do that. Like it's crazy.
That's what I said, but we already mentioned how they do that. Like they throw them little sexual innuendos and shit. And it's like it's, you didn't even ask for it. Like you're not even worrying about them. So they always try to make something about them, like
It's
or
funny
try to
how
make you validate them.
these women be acting like they go through problems. I feel like they be making it up so they can extract energy from you because they'll come to your channel, you'll have you'll talk with them, and then boom, somehow they have all these problems going on with them. Like it's just crazy how they do that. What the hell?
What you mean by that? Like they
It,
bring up issues or something?
like that person, like that joined my dream, that other person, that her, whatever. Like she was just talking about this and that, and then we talked about like business and other things that we want to do. And then now, and it's somehow like when we talk, like now she wants to bring up like issues or whatever. Because I had been direct with that person before. I was like, "Hey, bro, I don't want to waste nobody's time. I don't want people to waste my time. I just want to talk to people about business." And so that person started like giving me like business ideas and websites, and that shit was good, like the ideas and stuff. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I think I heard you say something like you said something to a certain person and they reacted to a certain message. Like you said, they basically ignored all your other messages, but you said they reacted when you said something.
Yeah, I made like a sexual message like, "Oh, let me get this and blah blah blah." I ain't gonna say because these dudes are weird on here. They gonna clip it, bro. They gonna copy and they gonna use it on a female. I know how these dudes are. They weirdos, but I'm just saying like, I said that and she responded and she said no, thank you, not interested. I'm like, I don't care if you're not interested. I'm just talking about, are you trying to do something with your life or not, and help me too. You know what I'm saying? This could help both of us, but it's like nah, you know. And they just came to the realize that's what the fuck
You
they
trying
wanted.
so hard to feel important.
Mm-hmm. Like these women, they just know how to play games. Like I feel bad for dudes who are still going through it with them and like still like not. I don't even feel bad anymore. I don't know how they do it. Like still talking with them, they friends with them, and they feel like something. Feel like it could be something with them, but the whole time during the hamster wheel, like women will keep you in that hamster wheel. Like they'll play.
Wasting time.
Like they know how to do that. They're not dumb. But like these females do that shit on purpose. They know how to play around dudes. Like women know how to like emotionally manipulate. That's why you got to be careful.
And I think they could pick up on it with certain people. Like this is why they probably avoid you. Well, I'm speaking for myself. This is probably why they. Like, I don't know, like if it's something they pick up on or sense that you're just not like these other niggas. Like they know they can't get over on you, so they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna avoid you.
Or they'll play the slow game with you. That's what they'll do. They'll play the slow game with you when they interact with you.
It's like they be doing shit that is just so like middle school behavior.
It seems like
But they
women
still
are.
want to play child games. Like go
Mm-hmm.
listen.
It seems like women are mentally like ahead of us, but they're really not. It's just that most of these guys are dumb as fuck, or they just want to like be with a bitch, and they don't want to scare her off and tell her the truth. So they play these little games and all this stuff, and that's why these women start doing that stuff. And they
And
come
they don't
here.
want to be direct, bro.
Hmm.
They don't want to be direct with these women. Like I said, so they'll play the friend role. Oh, this is my friend. Knowing damn well you want something out of it.
Hmm.
But you're not
So
gonna be direct because you're scared. Not really you scared about. This is a woman.
so they so those guys and those women follow that exact same script, playing around with each other instead of being direct. You know. But the thing is with me is like I was just cool with them. I wasn't even trying to do nothing for real. I was just cool, and I just
Yeah,
brought
I
the.
can understand that if you're really not on that type of time with them, but I'm speaking for the dudes who really want something out of it. They're just playing a long game.
Hmm. But it's like I be cool with them, and I see how they play with me when I even be cool with them. They'll ghost you, or they'll just play around, and then when you realize that they're playing with you when you being cool, then you start to get more serious with them. I think that's when they start like pushing back from you when you get serious about something. Because I don't think they don't mind being cool with you, like just interacting. But when you start like getting serious about life in general to them, I think that's when they start ghosting you and like playing these little games with you. Because you know they want to kind of keep you around and shit. You know.
It's like they want your attention, but at the same time they don't really fuck with you. But like I said, it's like they want to feel important. They want that. They want you to validate them. So now they're playing games and shit.
What I noticed in women, especially from a lot of women, from talking to them. I mean, I don't really talk to like women. They know how to like code switch and manipulate and pretend they're something they're not. Like they're so good at that shit. You know, they just do it with like ease. I don't know, like they just so good at acting so fake, and they're able to interact with you like with a straight face. A lot of dudes can't do that shit. Even me, like I would just cringe doing that shit. You know. Like you can talk to a female about like business or what you're trying to do. She'll give you the same energy back. And then in no time she'll reveal herself and she'll pull back from that. Like, this is how they know how to like they do. They just know how to
It's always
talk.
like a one foot. It's always like a 1 foot in and 1 foot out game with them, bro.
So they know how
And
to
I've
like
always noticed that. This is why I don't take it serious, like, cause I've seen how they, like, how much they'll do. Like, even if they start talking to you a certain way, it's like that doesn't mean shit. Cause I've seen the furthest extent that they go with people, but it doesn't mean anything.
so she'll act like she has a purpose and she's trying to accomplish these things. And then it goes well, you guys interact and it just goes to shit. And you out here figuring it out. Like, what did I do wrong? It's nothing that you did wrong. She's just full of crap, man. She got what she got and she did, or she has you on that string and she knows that. So she dips because she knows that you're gonna return the favor, even when she's barely giving nothing. She knows that. That's why she pops up, you know.
Yeah, I only allowed one woman on my channel. That was a while ago,
Mm-hmm. Y'all remember that stream?
and I'll never do that again.
Y'all was like in the back of my mind talking like,
Cause I don't want to feel like I'm getting played or finessed.
mm-hmm. Not gonna lie, I knew something was gonna turn out. I gave her the benefit of doubt when you had it on the shit. Maybe she's cool, and then I checked her channel out. She seemed like she was cool, and then somehow she just was out of your channel. Like, I'm like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? And then you had told
It
me
always
blah blah,
that just shows you like that type of shit always happens.
and then you told me whatsoever, and I was like, okay, makes sense, because everybody just disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, they give you that the mixed signals and shit. Not even saying as if you wanted like a relationship with them or something, but it's just like we're just like I said, 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
With how I am and these females are, I don't think I'll be in like a long term relationship. I'm not even being negative, just from the experiences, bro. I just know that I might be alone for the rest of my life. It doesn't haunt me. For some guys, it scares them. But for me, I had to come to the conclusion that, you know what I'm saying? Especially my interactions with people in general, I had to be honest with myself,
And
you
it's like I
know.
don't waste no time, but like the moment that I see that you're on some weird shit, I'm cutting you off, or I'm just gonna block you. I'm just gonna flat out block you.
I blocked
I
that
don't
weird.
really waste time.
Hmm.
Like I cut that shit off the rip.
There's zero
Like, oh,
people
you
on.
just did this, boom, you're blocked.
There's zero people on here, so I'm gonna say this: like, there's nobody on the stream. Just talk about like meeting up and all that, and doing a business and all that, because he lives in a state above me and type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't know, I don't trust that because he could probably set me up or get her father to have like a big ass shotgun, put that shit to my fucking head. I don't know, because these women could set you up. So I don't know. I thought about it. It was like when we was talking, I thought about it because he says he was serious about some business stuff, like building a theme park and other shit. And I'm like, okay. Then I noticed he just started playing around and just ghosting. Like I thought he was serious about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't like me on a intimate level and shit. I'm like, what are we up to? You know what I'm saying?
And it's I don't even want to bring nobody up, but that particular person on your channel said something, and once I heard that, I'm like, bro, what? It was basically like somebody was like a creep in the family, and what it basically came off as is like they're allowing it. So that instantly
Oh,
made me just like, I was just like, nah. I'm like,
oh, you saw that message? It was on a video, right? A lot. It was on a video, right? That message.
I just heard somebody say something in the video of yours about how
Oh,
somebody was in their family, but it's like nobody said nothing about it. Like
oh,
basically they have an open predator in their family, but it's like nobody's saying nothing about it. They're just allowing it. So I'm like, this shit is weird. And
it's
it just
most.
shows me like how these people are and the lack of boundaries they have. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you allow these type of people around you with no problem, it's like I know how it's like I
It'd
can just
be
tell you have no boundaries within yourself. Like you'll allow any type of niggas around you. You'll try to come on the internet and act like you're so prestigious or something, or you hold yourself to a standard. But it's like I know if I was to see you in real life, you'll be around one of these goofy ass weirdo predator niggas. Cause it's like these women be allowing those type of niggas to just be in their family, like they won't say nothing.
yeah, she told me about that family and doing that. Like it'd be multiple women. Like it's a group of y'all women. Y'all love this one
Because
person.
at that point, it's like I feel like I don't even I don't even want it to come off as if I'm like saying something a certain way, but at that point, it just feels like you're complicit with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to come off that way to sound like I'm saying something a certain way, but that's just how it seems to me. If you continue to allow like predators and shit to just roam freely in your family or just the people that you are around,
Mm-hmm.
it almost like that's why it instantly raises a red flag for me because I'm like, it just comes off as if you're complicit with these type of dudes. You're
Mm-hmm.
allowing it to happen. You're allowing these niggas to do predatory shit, and you're not even gonna say nothing about it.
Exactly. Like just that person had said about her family doing this. She said, "Fuck that person who does that." But it's like you see it, y'all can just literally call the cops. Why are you telling me about it? Call the police. There'll be multiple of women and one person doing creep stuff. I'm like, why don't y'all call the police? If y'all know about the problem, call the police. Don't tell me about it because I don't want to hear that.
This one girl told me something about that too. It was a minute ago. Basically told me how I don't even want to put people's business out, but basically a predator in her family did something to her. It's like she didn't press charges or nothing on them. So in my head, I just be like, why don't y'all either press charges on these people or like, I just don't be understanding it. Like why do y'all let these dudes roam freely still?
I know it's none of our business, but they be telling us that like,
Yeah, it ain't my business, but it's like they told me it.
because I didn't want to hear that. Like, why would you tell me that shit? Like, I'm in a good mood. I'm doing what I'm doing, minding my business. Like, we're talking, and you want to tell me some personal stuff like that. I don't want to hear that.
And that's why I said it's like these women be wearing a mask. And this is why I said in my recent video, like when I said when I see these women, I instantly see their flaws. I don't know if you've seen that video,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I don't want it to come off in a certain way. Like when I said that, of course, because I'm a man, of course, it's like of course I'm sexually attracted to them because I'm a man. Obviously, I'm attracted to women, but it's like what I meant by that is, yeah, I still might be attracted to you, but I'm still just want to see the flaws within you. Like, I could just instantly pick up on it, like how they're wearing a mask. Like everybody else around them, it's like they have blinders on around these women. Like it's like they're basically like, what is that word? It's like they're just starstruck by these women. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like for me, I can just see the mask that they have on. Like they're wearing a mask, and it's like those same type of women will open up to you about some tragedy or something that they went through. And it's like I knew something was up because, like I said, I can just instantly see right through it. Then they'll tell you like a tragedy that story that they went through or that they're going through and dealing with.
Exactly. I got a question. How do we know these women are not lying? Because a lot of them, they'll be exaggerating shit, or they'll have a problem next to them, but they themselves are not like going through nothing. You know. Because out here in the background, they'll be cool with people and talk, and they don't seem to like have it bad. So how do we know for sure? Like women, like some people, like they're not like capping about it. You know.
That's why I said it comes off to me as if they're complacent with it.
Hmm.
Especially when she said that. When she said that in a live stream, I'm like, it's coming off to me as if you're complicit with that type of dude.
The type of vibe she gave me was like weird vibes. Like, I was just letting it happen. I give people the benefit of the doubt. But the vibes she gave was like weird. You know, like while I was talking to that person, I just brushed it off. Like when I was like before I started life, I had like my stomach was like growling because when you notice a certain energy, like your body will act a certain way. Like I just noticed the energy, like it felt kind of like forced, but I kind of like allowed it to happen because we're just talking.
Hmm. And it's like most of these dudes, I don't know if most of these dudes just, I don't know if they purposely turn a blind eye to like the red flags with these women because they're so starstruck that are looks and all of that. Or I don't know if it's something subconscious. I don't know what it is.
I feel like these guys want to see women as like fairy tales. They don't want that thing to die in them. They could kind of see it, but they just reject it. They don't want to see the harsh reality of what these women are. They want like a fairy tale with them. They want a picture of what a bitch is, but what she really is not. You know. If these Jews don't like when you hold them accountable, what makes you think they're gonna want to hear of what a bitch really does? You know what I'm saying? What do you think they're gonna want to hear about that? They're probably
So you
gonna.
think, so you think they're purposely like trying to like keep them blinders on?
I kind of think so because it's blatant to what these women like they be doing and all that, but these guys they just see, oh, she's beautiful, she's a goddess, the black woman is God, and all this other stuff. Like they want to keep like a fairy tale, want to keep that thing there, you know. Because I've seen these guys in the videos of like a woman doing something, they would kind of like defend it, you know.
Hmm.
I feel like it hasn't happened to them that it's me moment. So they kind of like do it. If they had that moment, man, they gonna change their view, bro. Like,
It's
like
like
one,
they're too starstruck to the point where it's like it's like something takes over. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like their attraction level towards them basically trumps everything else about them.
mm-hmm,
So it's like like I said in my one video, like it's like some sort of hypnosis basically.
mm-hmm.
It
And,
like
oh,
overrides everything about these women and these dudes has. They just
exactly.
see how good they look. And like I said, I'm a man too as well. Like of course I'm attracted to women. But it's like I also see the other side. But I feel like most dudes just get too starstruck in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So it trumps everything about the woman. Like you'll just turn a blind eye to it, even if it's subconscious. It's just like because she looks so good. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing I notice about attractive women, like when they're like the quote unquote baddies, like the most attractive woman, I notice something about them. It's like they be having mental issues.
Oh
But it's like
yeah.
everybody turns a blind eye to it. Like you can instantly tell that this woman has mental issues. But it's like nobody would say nothing about it. Like they're too starstruck. Like their attraction level trumps everything about these women. Like they're too attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
it
mo-
trumps like you won't really see it. Like you won't really see the flaws in it, or you won't really see that she has. Like I said, I instantly see like the trauma that they're basically going through. I can instantly see it just by their mannerisms, like how they're acting.
mm-hmm.
Now I can instantly pick up on the fact like this person like has mental issues or they're going through all this traumatic shit.
Exactly. Like I feel like I be picking up on it too. Like they feel uneasy, but they just brush it off. I be picking up on it. You know what I'm saying? Because women that would give you the signs. It's like, I just seen it. You know. Sometimes they'll slip up and say stuff too. But these guys don't pay attention to it. These guys think women are hard, but women are are like a clock. Like this, they just keep revealing that thing about themselves. They just keep like hitting the button. Like you just got to pay attention to women, like in their patterns. I can kind of almost predict it. These guys swear they so fucking complicated, but to me, they not. Just from the patterns, I've been observing women and how they yak, and it's almost they're all kind of the same. Like they're under one program. This is not me like from me being personal about it. This is for me like observing. I notice how they kind of talk alike, or even if she's a different person, like a personality wise, I could kind of pick up the patterns. And I kind of like even with their mannerisms, like it's almost alike. You know, how did they be moving their arms and talk? Like some will play it off, but then you kind of see how they're like playing it off, and then it comes out. It just comes when you observe it. Yeah, I think they're under a spell. Honestly, I think these women are under a spell because it's not making sense to me. Like I don't even think they're there. Honestly, I think they're under something because it don't seem like they're in reality when I talk to them. You know.
I could just instantly see it because I'm just so observant. So I pick up on the patterns and I just notice it instantly. Like, it's hard for me to turn a blind eye to it. Like I couldn't turn a blind eye to it even if I tried my hardest to. Like, it's just something within me. Even if I'm attracted to this woman like 100%, like yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and cap like these other niggas. Like I'll admit, like I'll be attracted to you still, but it's like for some of them, because some of them, it's like they're an instant turnout because all the shit that he doing. But I ain't gonna lie, I still might have that attraction level, but at the same time, I just can see her for who she is, and it's like I can't turn a blind eye to it.
I feel like
And
women
it's
are
like when you see these other dudes interact with them, bro, it's like those blinders instantly come on. It's like they're just like they're not picking up on shit about these women. Like they just see the attraction, and it's like boom.
yeah, these women like they feel too comfortable around me. That's why you gotta draw the line with them. They feel comfortable. You gotta draw the line with them. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, like a kid playing around. Kids like making a mess or whatever. They know you'll clean it up and have their back, so they just continue to do what they do. You know.
Hmm.
Bro, these women are weird, bro. When they wanna like do something with you, bro, they will never say it to your face, bro. Like they'll do it in the most subtle ways, bro. Like if they want to like smash or do something with you, they'll tell you, "Oh, get my number. I want to go to this place. Let's play some basketball, or let's do this." Or like the way they
Yeah,
do
bro,
it
they never
is
direct.
they're slick. It's until you look at after, because that happened to me. This weird bitch. Like, see, guys say that women don't approach guys, but sometimes that will happen. Like it was a couple of years ago. This woman said like, um, let me like get one of y'all numbers so you can go to the court. Whole time the court is like across the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's right there. Like, I'm like, why you asking us about that shit? So I just gave it away, and then I called. There was no response. You see how they find ways to like get your attention. You
Hmm.
know, like even those dyke looking women, like don't fall for that shit because they still deal with men like those dyke women. They still gonna get their attention around a guy like they always do it. It's so slick, even when they're like interested. You know.
Yeah, like I said, it's always open ended with them. It's never direct, so it keeps you on the hamster wheel. Well, what does this mean? She let me do this, then how could I just? I said I'm just too direct of a person, and once you show me any signs that you're trying to make shit complicated, I just instantly cut it off because I'm not playing no game. Oh, I gotta wonder if this means this. And it's just gonna come off as cringy to me because I'm already seeing you for who you are. Like, I'm not these other niggas. I'm not these other niggas who just gonna be starstruck by your looks. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be attracted, but it's like it's not gonna trump everything else about you. I could still be attracted to you, but I'll still see through you.
Mm-hmm.
I could see through all the little mind games you play. I know it, like, cause like we said, the patterns, like we could just pick up on.
I never had like I never had feminine looking women come around me. Like it was they're never feminine looking. It's always I don't understand it. Like I never had feminine looking women like talk to me. It was always a different type of one that would come. Like I guess they feel comfortable. Like it is weird how this world is backwards. I don't know if you like could advocate or like been through. Like I never had like feminine looking one. I noticed that they always been like a certain type, like a tomboy is. I don't know if they feel more secure or whatever compared to like the other ones. Like this is weird. Like I just what I
Man's like they were the ones that like approached me or that I talked to. They were feminine and all of that, but it's like the mentality was like, cause you know how women are like in the hood and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So their mentality is like a tomboyish,
Oh yeah,
if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh yeah, I think I deal with that. Like they'll have like they'll dress like a guy, but with you they'll be like kind of like feminine a little bit.
Like for me, they'll be feminine and all of that. They'll dress feminine, but it's like just the person. It's like they'll be like the polar opposite of me, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll be feminine. They'll dress feminine. They'll just be like a feminine woman, like on the outside, but like they'll always be like overly extroverted, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like my demeanor is just like chill. I'm more introverted, but it's like the women that I always like that were attracted to me or whatever, or that I talk to, it's like they're always like extroverted. So
Yeah,
they're
I
the
know.
type to just like be open. So it's not like them timid women who ain't gonna say shit. Like, it's always the woman who like are over the top. Like they're not scared to say shit.
Yeah, it's always those.
So that's what makes them more open to approach you in the first place because they're like more extroverted. Well, I'm just speaking for myself. Like those were the type that I was like that would talk to me and all of that.
Yeah, I think mine was that. Most of them were like tomboyish. I guess it's because where I'm at or whatever. And then they'll drop their voice around me or feel comfortable. Like, I guess they don't do that with everybody else. I guess the vibe I have is like more chill compared to most guys. They gotta shrug their shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
The only time I went, the only time I ever had an interaction with like a tomboyish type, like a girl who was like either she didn't dress down like a woman. She probably dressed like more manly or whatever. She's still a woman, but she dressed down like it's more manly. Only
But
time
yeah,
I seen a woman like that was at one of my last jobs at the football stadium, and it's like she was giving me cues as if she was like she was attracted to me or something. So it kind of weirded me out. I'm not going to
I could tell like
like it kind of weirded me out because she was like a tomboy,
hmm
but it's like she was giving them signals, girl. Like so, it was weird to me. Like it's hard for me to just like I don't know.
They give me like that. It's kind of like they're halfway there. They're not really tomboy. Like they're just playing like that to
Yeah, that's
protect
what I'm
themselves.
saying.
Hmm
But that happened to me at my job, bro. I swear to God, I can't make that shit up. And I never really spoke on it because it was kind of a like weird topic. Because I know how niggas are on here. Like they'll try to mix anything up you say to like make it come off as like fruity or something. Like because it's a tomboy girl, but like it's still a woman at the end of the day. But it's just like it ain't like I was having interest in her or nothing. Like I'm just saying like the vibes I was getting from her. It ain't like I was interested in her or nothing. I'm
hmm
just saying the vibes that I got from her. So I don't want nobody to mince my words and shit. Like, and from what I just picked up on, it was just weird to me because I'm like, this is a tomboy, my nigga. Like, yeah, she's a woman, but it's just weird that she's trying to show like that attraction towards me. Like she's putting on like lip gloss and shit, staring at me a certain way.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, why is this type of woman like? I would expect like a feminine or a girl, but it's like I notice these types always come around. Like it don't be making no sense to me, bro.
And it was just so weird to me, bro, because like, I can't make this up. Like I don't just come on here to say shit or like I can't make that up at all. She was doing that shit, bro. You know I don't come on here to make shit up, bro.
That should be making me feel like, am I a man? Like a man? Like this type of like, am I feminine or something? Because I'm like, why is this like women around me? Like, I don't know if they feel comfortable or whatever to reveal that
No, it's the
side.
opposite. It ain't that there's nothing feminine. It's like it's like your masculinity opens her up now.
Uh huh. Like what I know from women, don't listen to them. A woman will always want a man, even when she's like to the other side. I noticed that a woman like they'll claim they like the other side, but I can kind of tell they're in that realm between straight and you know what. I feel like they're more straight, but the thing is they got too much like problems with guys. They don't trust most guys with women. Like I noticed that because it's
And
not
this
really it's not really in a woman's nature to just cross to the other side like that because women are there to bear children. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, this topic is crazy for me because I had like a relationship slash situationship. It wasn't that long, but it was in high school, and it was a girl who basically was doing that. Like I'm not gonna say she was a tomboy because she was feminine, like, She wasn't a tomboy type, but it's like she liked women as well. So it was like she's a woman who likes them tomboyish type of girls. Like, if you get what I mean. Like, she's
Mm-hmm.
not a tomboy, but she's like she had like a relationship with one, but she still like dudes. So it's like that probably is true. Like like these women still probably be attracted to dudes. Cause it's like it only makes sense. Like, why would you go for a girl who is like a dude?
You notice how they go for the most masculine looking, stud looking ones? Like I noticed that. I guess
Hmm.
women are like pictures, like they're like books. Like if you read the books, they'll tell you what it is. Like they're like that. So I guess most guys don't open them up like that, or they don't like make them feel comfortable. I'm not saying I'm that guy because I'm just minding my own business. I guess most guys they don't like open them up like that or whatever, make them feel comfortable. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
that
saying?
shit was a weird. I ain't gonna lie. That story was it was just a weird thing that happened to me. Like with them giving you them like I said, them little sexual in your windows, like them sexual cues, like trying to do certain shit. Like it just threw me off completely. I never experienced something like that. Cause in my head, I'm thinking you're a damn tomboy, so it's like I'm thinking you're into girls. So it's throwing me off that you're giving me some signals, like. So now it got me questioning myself, like this is just awkward.
Yeah, that happened to me many times. Like especially when I was outside, like it threw me off. Like this girl was playing outside. It was all of us and my cousin, and then I'm like, she damn near like I remember we was playing like football on the ground. Like I was about to like play football with her, but I didn't want to drop her because I already dropped another kid. Like we was just playing, he like was crying and shit. But I didn't want to like play with her because first of all, she's a girl, and second of all, she's almost my size. I was like, fuck no. Like when I did with her, I didn't go all the way with her. It was like, what the fuck? It just threw me off, bro.
That's what these women are good at. They're good at throwing you off, like getting you confused, like causing confusion. That's one thing that they're good at.
She had like made me bleed in my mouth. Like I bumped my lip, but it wasn't too bad because the way I was playing, I went soft. It was like weird. Like I don't want to go hard. Yeah, she's giving that energy. Like go hard on her because we're playing it. But it's like at the end of this is a female. Like what the fuck? Most dudes would not care. Most dudes would say, I'm a master energy because these dudes are reckless as fuck. They don't care about nothing. But I'm like, nah, this is a female. Like what the fuck? I'm like I couldn't do it.
I don't really know the reason why they do that. Like, what would you think the reason behind that would be? Like, why would they give me? Why would they give us those type of cues and all of that?
Yeah, and it always be mostly like
It's
BL.
either they must like both. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going up to these women asking them like, oh, they're attracted to men and women. Like, maybe that's the case. Maybe they're attracted to both. But it's just something that you would never know because you ain't gonna question them. Man. Especially it's a random woman like at a job. Like, I'm not asking her that shit. It's like you just never know. Maybe they're just attracted to both. Or like, what do you think?
Like it don't be making sense because they'll be dressing more manly attire than me. I'm like, what the fuck? It be throwing me off. Like I be dressed normal, but they way they be like, I don't know. I think in the spectrum, I'm not saying you're that guy, like you're that very masculine guy who's tall with a six pack who's very masculine. I just say that our vibe is like it's more neutral. So it's like they're able to like be in that field of spectrum with us and open. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not very I'm not saying I'm very masculine. I don't try to be acting all tough and hard body. I guess because I'm like too like neutral. Like my energy is like it's like an openness type of energy. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's like
Hmm.
they feel like comfortable. Most guys, their energy's just out of whack. It's all over the place. It's like they're weirdos. Most guys is definite with them. They're either weirdos or they're like crazy as hell. But with us, is like we have that balance.
Hmm. Yeah, but that shit really just threw me off. I didn't know what the reason was behind it. I didn't know if I was going crazy in my mind because it's like that's how it'll just throw you off because it was just weird to me.
Or yeah, I had one like she had like the lipstick, and she was like painting her nails, and it was weird how she was like, and she does more masculine things than me. Like she'll like box, and I'm like, oh hell nah, you box too, and you do this. I'm like, oh fuck that shit. It just threw me off. I never expected her to do that shit. To drop her frame like that, I was like, what the fuck? Um,
But that's one of the weirdest things I ever like encountered with a woman was that I never really spoke on that topic.
Imagine sleeping with that type of chick. Like your ass would be so fucking drained, bro. Like, cause she has like two sides of her. She's like, she has that girly side, and she has that tough side. Like, I can't imagine sleeping next to that. Like, that will be too much for me. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can just imagine her like
The
pushing.
crazy part is, bro, here's the crazy part about that. Some girls who are like tomboys and all of that, they might dress masculine. They might just wear like straight back braids and all of that. Some of them girls ain't even like into women, which is crazy.
Exactly.
Like I seen that before. Like a girl who is masculine, like she dressed down like a dude. She got straight back braids. Like she just like that. She just like that type. But it's like she had a boyfriend.
Yeah, I seen it too. It be throwing me off. Yeah, I notice it with black women the most. Don't mean to put them out like that, but I noticed that. I guess because how the community is or whatever. I noticed that
This
with the.
this live stream might have to go on Patreon
Yeah, you have to delete that shit. Because y'all
because
know
I
how
never
these.
opened up about topics like this, bro. And we were dropping too much heat for these niggas, bro.
Yes, I'm gonna hold back because nobody's sharing this shit, bro. Nobody's sharing. I might do like regular videos, but it's like nobody like sharing this stuff.
Like, I never opened up about this topic.
I mean, we don't tell everything. We just give like insights or hints of it. Like it'll be like we saying a lot, but we not really saying nothing. Like we just know the way we know how to word it is like
Hmm.
we're saying, you know. I learned how to do it and how to say a lot without saying nothing. I learned how to do that shit.
Same with me. That's why I be talking the way I do. Like I don't be trying to bring up nobody's name or like just the way I word it.
Like I realized like this language is not really about intelligence, it's about manipulation. Like you gotta be crafty with your words. Like you gotta know how to twist words.
Hmm.
Like pastor, look at pastors, they read the same Bible text. What gets them to people is they know how to twist the words. That's how this language works. You gotta like twist it, you know?
And I realize everything is based off of synonyms or antonyms. Like you think people are using these big words and shit, so you'll try to give them credit for just using a big word, but it's like those big words are just rooted back to a simple word. It's just they're the synonym of that word. So like if I say something is bright, and somebody might say like another synonym for that is like colorful or like a spectrum of colors. It's all the same thing as colorful. Like it's all rooted from the same shit. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
they're bigger words to describe the same word. So that's how I look at everything. Like it's not complicated.
Well,
Like
you
all
do
these words just basically relate to a certain word. They all relate to the same words. It's just they're synonyms of the same word.
your order pronunciations. I noticed that about the language, like especially the people who are successful. I noticed about like this thing is all manipulation. A lot of it, you know, like just the people on top. It's not that they're doing using like intelligence. They like know how to like play on your mind and to get you to like pay attention to certain things, like the way they orchestrate these things, because they don't be making sense. They'll be at a random time, you know.
Hmm.
You might have to private this live because I know
Cause
how to do
I don't want niggas to like get info on me and try to twist my words, bro.
exactly. I wish you
Cause
could
you know
private.
how these niggas are.
I wish you could private a live and like invite only certain people, because not even that. Like
I just know how the internet is, bro, and how they'll try to mince any word you say. This is why I don't be bringing up certain topics like this, cause I know how niggas are.
exactly, it'd be like 20, 10 people in the room and nobody be saying nothing. They'll still talk later sometimes, but it'd be very suspect. It's a number of reason I don't like doing lives, because it'll be like a number amount of people watching, but nobody says nothing. That thing is suspect to me.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do this like probably to an hour mark or a little bit more, because yeah, because I don't want to like take your time or whatever. I know you've been like working and all that, so
Yeah, I'm just chilling on this stream.
hmm
But yeah, bro, like that shit was weird to me. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like you. This is why I say, bro, like these women are just like a mystery. Yeah, they're surface level, but it's like everything is duality. So it's like it could, like two things can be true at once. That's another thing that people don't understand. So they say that you're contradicting yourself. It's like I'm not contradicting myself. It's just like two things can be true at once. It's like duality. So it comes off as if you're contradicting yourself. But like I said, these women, of course, they're surface level. You can see through it, but it's like they're also a mystery.
hmm
This is why like certain shit, like I be questioning, like they'll make me have to question certain things, like the shit that we just brought up. It's like that shit happened to me, and it's like it was just like a mystery to me. Like I don't know what's going on right now.
it's like a paradox. An oxymoron is when it's like both contradictive. A paradox seems like it may a paradox is like something that seems contradicting, but it proves otherwise. Like true. Like these man, these women, I just laugh. Like the interaction is just not like I don't know. Like I can't even think of. I just like laugh thinking about it. Like it's like they're not even human, bro. Like this is weird. Like when I be talking to them, it's like, am I really talking to a woman right now or a human? Like
What you mean they don't seem human? Like what you mean? Like what's an example?
it be feeling like they're not there, but they be there. Like when they're talking about that, because they'll say like the way they type, you know, they type like so animated and shit. And the way
Yeah, bro,
these
this shit is just it'd be hard to grasp. Like if you don't truly see this shit for what it is, like it'll be hard to grasp it. It's like cause it's how much like I understand how much, like I said, how much duality goes into them. Like how two things can be true at once. How it's like contradictory. That's how they throw you off, bro. Like you'll see a woman, you'll hear all this shit online. For example, right? You'll hear all this shit online about, oh, This girl is like a 10 on the scale. She's one of the baddies, so it's like the internet will give you a perception like, oh, that girl would never talk to you. Oh, that girl is too good for me. This is why I never made that type of content or like, cause I just know it's like I said, two things be true at once with these women.
Mm-hmm.
So the internet might make her come off as like, oh, that type of woman would never talk to me. I can't make videos like that because I've seen the opposite so many times. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
seen certain women in real life who a lot of these niggas on the internet would make it seem like, oh, she would never speak to you, bro. But it's like I literally encountered shit in real life for women who they look a certain way, they look good and all of that, and they'll like talk to me or interact with me. So it's like it'll contradict what niggas say on the internet. They'll be like, oh, you'll never, a girl would never just approach you like that. That looks like that. It's like I witnessed it though. So
That
it's
when
like it
is.
throws you off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed this in 2020, like, because everybody was outside during that time. Like nobody came outside more than 2020 because like it was there was nothing to do in the south, so everybody was outside. I noticed this a lot during 2020, especially with women like how they would come up to. It's weird. Like oh my, I remember like oh my, I'm gonna private the hell out of this video. Like I remember like you know the moment where I told you about how I shifted in the moment.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny how when I did it, there was this girl like she just we was in a oh my, we was in a basketball court and she said, "Oh, I want your like." No, we extended like Instagram and all that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Oh," and the other guy's just like, "Oh, you have a boyfriend?" I was like, it threw me the fuck off.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying, bro.
like, we was in a basketball court and she just gave me her like Instagram or something. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, it was that moment when I shifted. I guess women like I didn't change nothing about myself. I was wearing the same thing. I had a hoodie on. I had some shorts and some slides or whatever, and that's all I had on. And the moment I shifted my energy, it's like everything changed. Let's say with like a female, like she just gave me like, you know,
Yeah, this is what I'm
she
saying. These people make it seem like everything is like
complicated.
they make it seem
That's
like everything is like so. Hold on, what's the word for it? I don't know the
exemplar.
word for it, but they make it seem like everything is just one way, basically.
It's so like exemplary or some shit.
Yeah, like that's how they look at this shit. Like everything is just gonna is gonna play out just one way.
Oh, they feel
Oh,
it.
everything is one way.
Oh, it
Like
has
I
like a.
just know the duality of this shit because I seen it with my own eyes. So it's like we said in the last stream, the previous one, when you was like, you said we're able to like transcend past shit because we see the like opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically almost like that. Like this is why like when these dudes be making like these dudes in these communities make certain videos about oh your looks. Like the reason why I could never like be on that level to like make content like that is because like I said, I see the opposite in real life. Like I know how much
Exactly.
duality is in it. So it's like these people only see shit as one way. Like, oh, she looks too good. She would never speak to you. Oh, these girls only good for these guys. It's like they make shit seem so just
Exemplary,
like
like
yeah.
a general rule.
But I always seen shit with my own eyes that, like I said, it contradicts it. So I can never come on the internet to like just say that or to like I just know how much duality like plays a part with them. But the way
Exact.
that it comes off on the internet, you would think shit is just one way. Like, oh, this would never happen. She would never do this. But like, I just know how in the moment these women are like, yeah, you might think, oh, she would never talk to me, but it's like certain shit you will experience in the moment with women. Like, she might just say some freaky shit, or she just might grab you a certain way, or like, she might just approach you. It's like it happens in the spur of the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
I.
it don't matter how the fuck you look, or oh, she would. It's like they just do shit in the moment.
Oh
People think
yeah.
that people think everything is just so calculated. Basically, that's the word. Yeah, it's calculated, but it's also like I said, duality. But people just always think everything is like so just calculated. Like, this is going to happen. She only likes this. They only do this. They only like him. But it's like, bro,
You think
it's
of
not
shit.
just one way, dude.
It's like they think of shit like so whimsical. Oh yeah, like in that time period in 2020, I was on like the black pill sphere, like about the looks. I thought looks mattered until I started having these experiences, especially with like when I stepped into the moment, into that present moment. That's when like a woman like she'd like talk to me. It was always doing those times. Like it's like that's when I realized like your reality could shift at any moment when I had that experience, especially with like a woman like talking to me or whatever, or being so open. You know, so that's when I realized. That's when I kind of got out of, like the black pill and all that other shit because I realized that how quick a reality could just shift. Yeah, there's cycles and all that. There's ups and downs, but everything does a turnaround.
It's like people really think everything is just one way, but like I said, yeah, that might be true in certain instances, but it's also duality. Like certain shit is just it's momentarily, like it happens in a moment, the spur of the moment, with no type of calculation about it or no type of thoughts about it. You just go through certain shit and it's like, bro, this just happened in the moment. But I know if I, like that's what certain stories happened to me that I never came on the internet to talk about because it's like, for one, niggas wouldn't believe me. For two, I'm not coming on here to try to flex or none because I don't really care about it. But it's like I would just go through certain shit that niggas would probably think I'm capping about. Like, oh, this girl didn't do that, and I just don't say it because I know that's how niggas will view it. Like, nigga, you're just capping. She didn't do that. You never got. But it's like that's why I don't say nothing. I just play that role to where it's like I let people think what they want about me. Like, but it's like I just experience certain shit with women, and it's like niggas would never believe it just because of how their mindset is. Oh, you're not rich, so a girl wouldn't approach you. Oh, you don't look like this. She wouldn't do that. Like, that's how their mindset is, bro.
Exactly. Like I had these experiences. It wasn't every day, but it was during the periods that it happened which threw me off. Like why would it happen at that date? You know what I'm saying? Like women are like magnets. The moment you turn on the switch for them, they will open. That's what I realized that during those moments. They're like magnets, magnetic or whatever. I guess most guys don't have that way. Like they're out of whack. You know, so I'm not necessarily saying they want me or whatever because like I'm good looking or whatever. Like they want me because oh, I'm a good looking. I got a jawline. I'm tall. No, it's
That's what I'm
not
saying.
that.
That's how they view everything on a surface level.
It's close. They're kind of close. They're kind of like closed minded about it.
Yeah, they're closed minded. That's a word too. That's another word for it, closed minded.
I had these experiences, especially since it didn't happen like every day. These guys won't definitely believe it. I'd have to show them the date that it happened or whatever, like proof. Like,
That's what I'm saying, bro. They'll think you're just lying about it. That's why I just like that's why I even told you to private this lab because I already know how niggas are.
mm-hmm. I might end it soon because like I don't trust it. They'll be like, Kenny, you're not red pill anymore. You're not this. Like, nigga, that like I was never that in the first place. Like, what are you talking about? It was only
They're
a.
holding you to a standard that you never even put yourself in. Like nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said that we came on here acting like we pulled this many women or like we never did none of that shit. So why are you holding us to that standard? We never even claimed any of these communities in the first place. But yeah, that's the reason why we're so different because this how we see the duality in all of this shit. So even if we're going through a tough situation in life, most people would give up, but it's like we see the opposite side. It's like we always have the opposite side of the spectrum. Like that's the best way I can explain it.
They would see it, but I would see everything in depth in both sides of that. You know?
It's like our perspective is just more broader. Like we have a more broad perspective of this shit.
That's why I kind of distance myself away from those communities and all that, because these experiences like started happening to me all of a sudden, and it made no sense. That's when I started like being so. I stopped being absolute in my thinking. You know,
Mhm.
it just threw me off. Then I realized what it kind of like was and shit.
Like I always bring up for me, bro. Like this was since like middle school and high school days. It made me see the ins and outs, like how shit is contradictory. So it always like my mindset was just always different. Like I would see the other sides. Cause shit just would never add up. So I knew like there was another side to this shit. Cause I'm like, this don't add up.
For some reason, these things don't happen to me no more. I guess because the energy's at its place where it belongs. So people are gonna be like repelled by it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with like women and all that. Like I don't really notice it anymore. It's just me on this path. But it started happening to me like slowly, like in incidents back then. And like in 2020 and all that.
I didn't even know nobody was commenting.
Let me see, look at me. I find a lot of women in our race in this modern era most times have evil mindset and evil hearts. They resent anything true. I mean, it's probably because their experiences or whatever, and that went against sort of with that. But they're just projecting on what they went through and shit and all that. Especially towards like black men, you know. This is what they do with women. You know, I'm not saying I'm blaming them for that shit, but you know.
Why does the world pretend to not love black men? Yeah, I think that's another reason why we can't fit with nobody.
So you gotta be in a box. You gotta be like boxed in. See, okay. 4 people on. Yeah, like if you finding those women like on YouTube saying this about men or men ain't shit, I guarantee you if they got a man, they will just go ghost. Like they'll just disappear. Like they just talking shit because they felt mad that some guy whatever just done this or whatever. Like don't fall for it, Luke ever like on those like what those women be saying. It's all women are like absolute. Like they're not like men like oh, as soon as they make a decision, they go with it. Like women, they can always change. Like they're not like how dudes are, where we're fixed on a decision. Like they can always. It's like it's a switch in a button with them. You know.
Yeah.
Like if that one guy comes along and they fuck with that shit, they gonna go with it. I seen it in women,
And it's
you
the
know.
same thing you said before when you talked about how you see them in public and they're not the same way.
Hmm.
A lot of people take this shit as like who they really are, like because they made a video talking crazy. But I guarantee if you see that woman in public, it's gonna be a different energy.
Like these women, like the way they're able to code switch is like immaculate. Like they can talk to you nice and everything goes on well, but then they can just pull back from you. Like it's just weird. Like it's crazy.
Like I don't hear no other channels bringing this type of perspective.
I think women are just like automatons, basically. They're like functional robots. Like just from just the behavior and how it's predictable.
Hmm.
They're like automatons. Because if you look deeply in a woman's eyes, you realize how sucked in she is. Pause. Like in a trance she is. If you look deep, like there's like nothing there. Like it's just how like I'm not saying there might not be nothing there, but like how deep they are. It's only if you look deeply, like you will see. Why do you think they snap so easily? They project and then that goes away and then they deal with something else or whatever in a moment. They're just controlled by something. That's why they tend to be contradicting or whatever. Like you see them hate a guy, but then deal with that same type of guy. You know,
And it's just contradictory.
this is how women are. Like you have no patience dealing with that. I guarantee I don't advise you to be in a long term relationship with like a woman because that's just how they are. But women destroy kingdoms and empires. They carry that evil eye gene. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta watch out too, cause some of them be on some witchcraft and ritual stuff. Like you gotta like, man, these women, the way they play it off, like you gotta watch. Make sure you don't have a piece of hair near these women. Don't bleed around them. Don't eat nothing red. You know what I'm saying? Do not exchange saliva. Do not do none of that, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's why I said before, bro. That's why I said before. When these dudes are starstruck by these women, I see like the ins and outs. Like you'll see a certain woman and you think, oh, that's just a cute woman right there. But it's like I know how deep it goes. Like I know they be into like you said, like that witchcraft stuff. Like, but it's stuff niggas would never even expect because they're just so starstruck in the moment. But like that's the shit that I mean that I already be picking up on. Like I know the deep shit that they be into.
If they give you water, bro, throw it out. Actually, don't even get stuff from these women. Don't trust this shit. You know. Definitely do not get no drinks from them. Do not get no drinks from these. Do not. Your ass is guaranteed for something like this. Do not do that, especially if you're a guy like me who's doing whatever. Because even when they see you doing something with your life, bro, they're gonna try to bring you back to this matrix. Like women, they're like they're like their environment. They're like the holders of the environment, especially like AKA this matrix. So if you got moving a certain way, do not trust these women like that because they're gonna try to like hold you back. Like they know what they gonna do. Like they can probably go DRUGU. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Guys don't think about it like that until it happens.
Mhm.
Because these women like they can be they can like act like they're about something, but really like they know like they're stuck. They're capped about, so they're gonna try to bring you down on that level too. So you gotta be careful.
Just like that girl who joined your live stream.
Uh huh.
A lot of these dudes would have fell for that.
So they agree with things right on the most high. Exactly. Like you would think a woman like she's about something like she's holy. You know what I'm saying? She's moving a certain way, but she got snakes in her closet. You know what I'm saying? She got certain types of people she's dealing with. She got weird confessions and all that shit. You know, you just never know. Like, you can never turn a blind eye when it comes to them. I'll say with dudes too. Like, you will know what a dude is doing. A parent, like, you know, he's on some bullshit. But women, like, they could like hide it. So you gotta like pay attention to their patterns and what they throw at you. Guys don't do that shit. Especially with women, they'll play the long game with you. So you gotta like ask her certain. You gotta like have the patience to like ask her certain questions so she will like reveal herself. Guys, they be rushing it. Like with me, I don't care at this point. I'm not dealing with shit. Like I would just see it automatically. So
Same with me. This is why I tell dudes like, go ahead and continue doing like do what you do.
5 minutes, I'm gonna close this off because I don't trust it.
Thanks.
Read these comments. Look ever ate. What's good? Yeah, man. I have people who would come on my live stream. They'll say something, then they'll just disappear. It's weird. I don't really care, but it just be happening. It'll jump from 5 people to like one to like it's weird. I think when you like, I don't know. A lot of men are waking up, healing, and walking away from the world society to events in solitude. Exactly. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Peace. They agree with snakes, rather than the most high. On the story kings or empires, they carry that evil gene, no doubt. I found a woman a race in this modern era most times have evil mindset.
But yeah, I appreciate you for having me on, Kenny. I don't want to take too much of your time on this, so you can end it and all that. Get some rest and all of that.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you for joining on, and I'm a private
No
this,
doubt.
private this.
This was almost we was too real on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas ain't getting this content.